another episode of Not Travis, Joe, and Dan. Today we'll be talking about baseball and hunting.
Would you say? That intro was all sorts of mumbled. Well, today we'll be talking about hair. What was that?
I don't know.
All right, yeah, we got lots to talk about today, huh?
Yes, sir.
We've had, 4 baseball games?
Yeah, about 4.
4 baseball games, a Velvet weekend, and I head to Texas on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going on. And you're back in doing your homeschool.
Yep.
So what do you want to start with?
Baseball.
All right, tell me about baseball.
So we're doing pretty good. We're like 4-0 right now. And we've beat 3 teams.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the score.
Okay.
We got the W done, but the score, we did it right. What you been playing?
Catcher and pitcher.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you pitched?
Tuesday.
Was it last night? No, it was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you had 4 strikeouts in 1 inning.
Yep.
How do you do that?
Catcher's interference.
Yeah.
Caught my catcher on the arm.
Yep. But it wasn't bad. Had your nice little rip. So we got a week off, and then we have a doubleheader.
Yep.
So yeah, that's about it. You got practice next week, and then after that, season will be over October 6th. We'll have plenty of time to come in and hunt.
Yep. And you'll only be there for one of the practices.
I may not be there for either. I got to figure out. I got to work the days out. But that was all scheduled. I'm making both the games though. That's why we're on the doubleheader.
Huh.
So yeah, it's been fun. Team is coming together. And anything else about baseball? What's been your favorite play all season? Oh, I stumped him. He doesn't know.
I like my hits. I like my throw downs to first.
Yeah, you've had 2 back picks catching.
Then I had a pick off pitching.
Yeah, so you've had 2 back picks from the catcher spot where they got a little aggressive on first, and you threw down from the catcher to first.
They were aggressive, and they were in La La Land.
That's true, and you got them out. So yeah, those are definitely nice.
And I also like my pick off.
Yeah,
he was way off the bag.
You had a pick off pitching.
And the way that I got him was when I was down in my windup. Well, not my windup, in the stretch. I looked over and I saw him. He wasn't that far from the bag, but I saw as I was coming up that he took 2 more steps. So I turned and threw it. Yeah,
it was nice. You definitely had some good plays in there. Definitely learning a lot, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up and then, probably do some new stuff in the spring for baseball. So
about 2 days ago, it was squirrel opening season, or yesterday?
Yesterday was actually youth squirrel opening season for Mississippi.
So we're probably going to go squirrel hunting tomorrow. Today, my day is kind of busy. We might go squirrel hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, let's say the next few days are going to be real busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's youth squirrel. You can get 8 per day. That's a pretty healthy bag limit.
Yep.
The only issue right now is it's still 95 degrees, and it's, September 24th, 23rd, something like that?
There's no problem because we see squirrels everywhere.
It's just hot.
We see tons of them in our backyard.
You see a bunch of squirrels, but it is hot and nasty, which brings me to the early velvet season that we talked about last time we were on the podcast. That was the 12th, 13th, and 14th.
I wish we could say deer down.
Yeah, no deer down. In Mississippi, we get something called the false fall, which I guess a lot of people get. But the week before the velvet season, it was nice. It was like mid-80s, like low 60s, upper 50s. I had deer on camera all hours of the day. They were doing deer things. And then velvet season rolls around, the 12th, 13th, or 13th, 14th, 15th, one of the two. It was 12, 13, 14 of September. And that week, it just got hot, real hot. I think in the afternoons I was hunting, it was 93, 94, 93 with, heat index of like 95, 97, something like that. So it made for some long, just sweaty sits in the tree.
Huh.
First morning, I went to our creek setup. Joe filmed a little YouTube video over there. I was supposed to have the perfect wind for it. Kind of anything south is really good for it. It's supposed to be coming out of the southeast. And I look up, and it's blowing straight out of the west. And
Did you post that video of the top of the Mobox
No.
thing?
So the wind was blowing straight out of the west. A few minutes later, I felt it hit me in the back of the neck, and I look up, and 2 deer blow out. As soon as it hit me in the back of the neck, because they couldn't see me, but they took off and ran. I think it was a spike and a doe. But so that was it for that sit. And then watching the wind, it's supposed to be coming out of the north. So the other sits, actually, I pretty much went to the kind of the same setup. I've been having a big old bachelor group of bucks come in. And first night there, had 2 does come in. I watched a doe for probably 30 minutes. She was hanging out. The other one kind of stayed in the woods, bouncing around. Wind was right there, and nothing else came in. And really, for the rest of the time, it was just hot, and the wind was doing what the wind does down here, and it would hit me on the right side of my face. It would hit me on the left side of my face. It would hit me dead on, and then next thing I know, it's hitting me in the back of the neck, and it just swirled all weekend. And after that one doe, and I actually didn't see another deer. I may have saw one more doe, but no bucks. All the bucks that I had coming out on cameras during the day and all those times for the weeks before, it's like they knew the script and went completely nocturnal.
Huh.
And I don't think the wind helped, because literally I got out of there, and it was kind of one of those things. I could have changed spots, but the wind was hitting me from 4 directions, so it really didn't matter what spot I went from. And I think so. I was done hunting on the 14th, and on September 16th, the buck I was after was in there at like 6:45, broad daylight. So I definitely think the wind played some factor in that. But also, we did have a little temperature swing between the 14th and 16th. It did cool down just a little bit. So that was it. I didn't really pull my bow off the hanger, but got to sort the gear out and kind of get a feel for it, get everything set up, and kind of go from there,
Yeah.
And that was about it. And cameras have been taking so many pictures. They're both dead, but
Already?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
So that was about it for velvet season. I wish I could report that it was all exciting and all this stuff, but it was good to be in the woods and listen to the woods wake up and the birds chirp and the sunlight breaking dawn and all that stuff. So it's nice to get that feeling again. It just would have been a little bit better if it was about 50 degrees, because it was nasty. Had the thermocell going, mosquitoes everywhere, ticks, had tick bites, even though I was DEET on my boots and DEET on my belt and all this other stuff. Ticks still found a way to get in. So it's the joys of early season bow hunting.
Yep.
Aside from that, I pulled, actually did get a couple more draw tags over there in my spot by the reservoir.
Really?
Yeah, I got one of those. It actually should be prime rut. It's like mid-December, like that week of December 15th, 16th. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's a bow hunting only draw on a section of land. And then I have it 2 weeks before, so I got 2 weeks. The way it works is you get this one parcel of land for Tuesday through Sunday, and only you can hunt there. So it's really.
Isn't there like a west and east and south?
There is. It's broken down. So there's a east zone, a west zone, a central zone. I really like the central zone, so I got it 2 days. I got it actually the last week in November, and then mid-December. So hopefully I can see a little bit of pre-rut activity and rut activity.
Yep.
So what else is going on?
Well, today I'm going to go spend the day with Nani.
His grandmother.
Yeah, my grandmother. And we're probably going to go watch a movie, eat lunch, go to Home Depot so we can get something for Nani so I can help her do something. And yeah.
Big old day.
Yep.
My focus now is getting all the gear out and everything for Texas. We head out for Texas either Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Should be hunting Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. I'm hunting low fence. They've had a lot of rain this year. Everything's real green, so the deer should actually be, hopefully the deer are gonna be pretty big.
Didn't they have a whole bunch of rain?
They had a whole bunch of rain this summer, actually. So everything got real green, which is good for the deer herd.
Where?
It's south of Abilene, kind of southwest of Abilene, so really kind of north central. But yeah, getting all the gear out for that, and really kind of getting the plan together for that. Always a good time. Rattlesnakes, deer, and turkey and pigs. It's pretty much what it turns into.
Because last time you went to Texas, you killed a giant pig.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I shot the biggest one.
Wasn't it like 300 pounds
It
or
was
something?
it was a big old pig. Yeah. So there's a bunch of pigs, but more so there's a lot of deer.
Yeah.
And so that's really my focus. And then went and shot. You got to make sure that we are taking a rifle, or I am. And yeah.
Tell them what you shot at the range.
Oh, yeah. I went to the range to make sure the guns were good for the coming up trip, and there's an old guy there that had a 375 H&H.
Which, if you don't know, that's like a giant gun that they used like for a safari rifle in Africa.
Yeah, but it's a big old bullet, but it's a lot of times it's the minimum requirement to hunt dangerous game over there. So it's the smallest of the big ones.
Yeah, it is the smallest though.
But he had a really clean Winchester Model 70, older Winchester Model 70 and 375 H&H, and he was sighting it in, and he wanted me to shoot it. So I did.
That was Dad's first big bore.
Yeah, I don't really shoot a bunch of African rounds, like African size, dangerous game loads. It thumped pretty good. I actually ended up shooting it left-handed because, he had it set up left-handed, and actually I like shooting a rifle left-handed. I think every deer I killed last year I shot left-handed.
Because you're right-handed, but you're left-eye dominant.
Correct. But it also works out because you're right-handed and right-eye dominant, so when we're in a hunting stand, I set everything up for you. That way would be my left side, so you can shoulder the gun on the right side. But if something happens, the deer's far enough away, I'll shoot, but we don't have time to switch positions, so I'll just shoot left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out last year. Well, they 350, 375, and 350, so I shot all three of them over 350 yards because that's about the only time you let me shoot anymore.
Soon it'll be up to 400.
Yeah. But I shot that 375 H&H, and it definitely thumped, but he had a 200-yard zero on it, which he was working on, and we were kind of helping him because I had my spot and scope there. So I was kind of helping him where it was, and my shot was dead center, 200. It was only a 2 through 10. I think it was 10 power scope on it, but it had a great trigger. He had a gunsmith do some trigger work to it, and it was breaking right at a pound. So when you
light.
Yeah, about a half a pound lighter than ours, but when you touched it off, you knew it. It definitely jumped. But it was fun. It was good to shoot it. Oh, it definitely made a crack. No can on that one. But yeah, and the shot thumper, which is my 300 Win Mag, made sure it was still good, ready to be put into service this year.
Yep.
It looks like it's going to be called into action because I've had a Seekins on order since mid-February, and
but they ain't even started working on it yet.
They have a bunch of new models coming out, so I get it. They told me lead time was 6 months plus or minus a month, and we're right at that. I checked in August, first time I checked, and I don't think they had it even tooled up, ready to be made yet. I think they made some short actions, but I got a long action coming. I asked them, I said, hey, I got a couple of trips coming in October. Do I need to have a backup plan? They said, yeah. So it'll show up when it gets here. Looking forward to it, but I have no problem taking Thumper.
But that's also like a few pounds heavier.
It is definitely heavier, yeah. But it's also a gun I know, and it's a gun that we've harvested a lot of animals with. So I'm not mad at it. So yeah, made sure that was good. Made sure the little 308 that we put together for Joe last year was shooting pretty good.
And then your reliever action, you took one shot with it.
I did because it was dead on. Both it was my grandfather's and my dad's, and my dad gave it to me, and maybe one day I'll give it to Joe. But it's a old Marlin. It's a 1960 Marlin lever action 35 Remington. I've shot a lot of deer with it. It's a fun round. It's 200 grain bullet.
One time, didn't you hunt out of a tree stand with it?
That's normally when I hunt with it because it's small. I say small, it's short. Still a little heavy. Trigger's terrible. After shooting all the Timneys that we have and everything set at about 1.5 pounds, that 8-pound trigger pull isn't fun, but it's definitely up there. But I pulled it out, shot one at 100 with it, and it was money. I put it back in. It's ready to go into action. Shot the 300 blackout.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little off because I'm using a different can, longer, heavier can, kind of changed it up a little bit. But overall, they're all ready to roll. I definitely, before I head out to Montana, I want to get some more range time, a little bit longer ranges and get real comfortable in some different positions. That's about it on the Texas front.
You want to tell them what Papa gave me for you to hold on to till I get older?
You can tell them. You ain't got to look at me.
So, my Papa gave me a muzzleloader. It's a more modern one, but he gave it to me for Dad to hold on to till I get older. It's a cool little muzzleloader.
Yeah, it was actually my grandmother's husband. So my step-grandfather, so it'd be Joe's step-great-grandfather. It was one of his muzzleloaders. I think it's just a 50 cal. I didn't see any names on it, but it's nothing crazy. It's got your black synthetic stock with the thumb hole grip, and it's not a crack barrel like a 209 primer that you put in and all that. So I really gotta pull it out and look at it and see. Pretty sure it says black powder only on it and things like that. So I'll check all that out. Joe's been wanting to shoot a deer with a muzzleloader for a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's from his video game.
The Hunter Colorado.
Yeah, you shoot them with muzzleloaders on there?
Yes, I love the muzzleloader.
Yeah, well, once you shoot, it's nothing but smoke.
I know, like in the game, I shoot and then all I see is smoke. I'm like,
that's real life.
The deer.
That's real life. I shot a deer at 15 yards with one and never saw it. I saw it run away once the smoke cleared, and it didn't go far because that 50 cal bullet or 50 cal projectile was brutal. But yeah, you don't see anything, but they are fun, especially when you shoot them open sighted. It's very traditional. I might have to get you one of those wood ones. Like, get a flintlock.
Yeah, like the one that I shoot in my game, it's like one of those old flintlocks, and it uses like those long, skinny like sights that are like really old, and it's actually a pretty good sight.
Well, you can go to Pennsylvania; they have a flintlock season. Yeah, but you're shooting round balls with patches, and you got your the flash in the pan, and then boom, and all that. That's very traditional.
Have you ever shot one of those traditional ones?
No. I've never had a need to. It's kind of something you have to do with intention, which means you have to want to shoot one and go buy one and really work at it. I've never really had the desire to. I've used muzzleloaders, but more your traditional inline 209 primer type of muzzleloaders. But I've always shot them with open sights. I've never shot a muzzleloader with a scope. It's fun. And the one I had, you use your powder actually comes in a cylinder shape, so it's not loose powder.
Oh.
So you actually just put these little cylinders. Almost looks like a bullet, right? But it's just white compressed powder, smokeless powder. I think it's not smokeless, but
yeah, if it's a muzzleloader, it can't be a smokeless powder.
So they come in. I want to say the ones I had came in 50 grains. So it's like per pellet or whatever is 50 grains. So I think I was loading 3 of those in with 50 cal projectile, and it would definitely make a thump. It would go boom. But it was fun. And then did get a new knife in.
Oh yeah, mini stone goat.
Yeah, Montana.
Thing looks wicked.
Yeah, Montana Knife Company released their mini stoned goat.
Stoned or stone?
Stoned goat.
Oh, I thought it was a stone goat.
Yep. So it's I've used the stone goat for a long time since it came out.
Yeah, you use in Montana to use a paracord on a turkey.
Yeah, I like it. It ended up being my go-to turkey knife. Stayed on my rig, and I have removed the paracord and carried turkeys out with it. But it's the mini stone goat. It's kind of just like it, but smaller. It's got a big old belly on it. And it should be fun. I think I'm gonna tuck it away in my bino harness and just keep it there when I hunt. I don't think, have we recorded a podcast and talked about the chopper?
No, because we just got it.
Yeah, tell them. So Joe actually filmed a YouTube video. I got had another knife come in, but it's a as Joe says, it's a thick boy.
And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
Yeah, Joe did a little review video on our YouTube channel, which was Not Your Average Joe and Dad. I think all the links are actually in the Instagram profile, but he reviews the MKC chopper. Tell me about it.
It's great. I would say little machete, but it's not. It's a great machete.
Thick boy.
It's like Dad said, a thick boy.
No, I didn't say that. You said that in the video like 10 times. It's a thick boy. It's a big old thick boy.
So, very good knife. It cuts down little trees very well. I bet if you put some time into like a bigger tree, you could get it down. Dad knocked down one tree down like in like 5 hits.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Well, that's probably
5.
that was probably a 3-inch, 4-inch tree.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's what, 52-100 ball bearing steel.
Yep.
PVD coated.
Yep. And
comes in a big old leather sheath.
It's really cool leather sheath. It has like the MKC on it.
And you can run it vertically or horizontal, scout carry if you like.
Yep.
It's almost a 1/4 of an inch thick.
It's a thick boy.
It is a thick boy, but it's fun. It replaced their Marshall Bushcrafter, which we've used a bunch.
Yeah.
But that one's more slim, thinner blade, pretty fast. This one is definitely a chopper.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with it. That's what it's called, the chopper. And it was actually originally designed for, I think Aaron Snyder wanted it, and so Josh hand forged one for him. And then Laura Zara, I think is her name, she actually used it on the TV show,
and
survival show.
I would probably knock down a tree in like 30 hits. But speaking of hitting, why don't you hit that subscribe button and like button for us?
Look at the transition right there. He's so proud. He's smiling from ear to ear on that one. I've
been watching too much How Ridiculous.
Yeah, he does like How Ridiculous. But so yeah, we've had some good times. We got a couple nice Joe. I think we're gonna get Joe to start doing a few more reviews. We have plenty of gear laying around. I'm a gear junkie, and so probably get him to do some more reviews.
Dad's always prepared for doomsday.
I don't know about that. I like gear. I kind of nerd out on gear, as they say.
Yeah.
We got to say this. Got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Goodness.
It's orange.
MKC orange.
So we're actually recording this. This may sound different. Recording it on the iPhone 17.
And also paired with these new wireless mics.
Yeah, I got some those, your standard, I call it your standard influencer Bluetooth mics that you can clip on your hat or all that. Figure we give them a try because when we're out doing these videos, sometimes, Joe's a little bit away and you can't hear them or vice versa. So figure we give it a try and see if we can get a little bit better quality on some of this stuff. But yeah, got the new phone. The camera is absolutely ridiculous. So,
it's going to help Mom a lot with her wedding stuff.
Yeah, I'm worried about my phone, not her phone. So going to give it really a test run in Texas, kind of see what we can video with that. But the photos, you can zoom in 40 times.
What?
Yeah, 40 times zoom. The video is 24 times zoom.
Huh?
Yeah, the actual zoom on the iPhone is more than my spotting scope. I got the little baby razor, and it's 13 through 39, I think. And so this is 40, but the iPhone isn't as clear at 40 as the razor is at 39. And I got I went ahead and I got a new tripod in for the spotter.
Yeah.
A Peak 44 tripod. I'm pretty excited about that.
I like how you said that, like Peak.
That's the name, Peak 44. Anybody looking for a tripod, I would highly suggest it. I haven't ran it in the field yet, but I know a lot of people that have. It already comes with a pan head on it, or fluid head. I don't know which one, but it's got a nice head on it. I think it takes up to 22 pounds. Carbon fiber, only weighs like 2.5 pounds, I think. 2 of the legs you actually can remove for trekking poles if you have to.
Really?
Yeah, it's Arca. It's all Arca rail mount stuff, and you can shoot off of it. You can use it for trekking poles.
Wow. It's
actually, I call it the Remy Warren special. He's a big fan of the Peak 44 tripod. So figure if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. And the one elk hunt I'll go on. He goes on a ton. But we're going to take it to Texas, actually try to film some deer with a spotting scope. I think kind of the plan is, and we'll play it by ear, but out there you do a lot of box hunting, like stand hunting.
Well, yeah.
But they don't do it for long. and you get bored during the day. So if we don't see anything in the mornings, I think we're gonna ride around and do some spot and stalk, just try to locate some deer and just see if we can get any on video. Maybe take some inventory of deer on the ranch for a buddy of ours. The guy that actually kind of runs the deer hunting out there is a friend of us, a friend of ours, and
then I made a walking stick for a veteran that's gonna be.
yeah, they have Mr. Johnny. He's out there. He's friend of the ranch owner, and he likes to go sit, so he'll go sit with you. Just a good guy. You know, we talked a lot last time I was out there, and he won't let you tip him or any of that kind of stuff. And so Joe made him one of his nicer walking sticks. We're gonna give him since he won't take money.
It's like on well, it looks like it's an old piece of driftwood that's very strong.
Yeah, but it's got a nice color. What did you stain it?
No, that's
You just
natural.
really you just lacquered it?
Yep. Looks
good. Still got to add the leather to it, but
yeah. We'll maybe post a picture of it.
Yeah, some of the Walking Joe's walking sticks. Is that what you call it?
Yep.
Walking Joe's. So that's pretty much it here. We won't have a podcast next week, but when we come back in 2 weeks, we actually will be a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have the whole Texas trip to talk about. We'll have your last 2 baseball games to talk about.
And hopefully we'll be like, hey, Dad killed a deer.
Hopefully. And then actually regular bow season in Mississippi starts October 1st, which is next Wednesday. So if we play our cards right, we'll be able to talk about the last 2 baseball games, which is a doubleheader. We'll be able to talk about Texas and that trip. And hopefully I'll be able to get in the woods when I get back home
and
do
maybe some squirrel
hunting. And maybe some squirrel hunting.
Which we might do tomorrow.
So, yeah, there's a lot coming up. It's about to be the busy time of year I say it's always busy, but it's about to be the time of year that we love.
Yeah.
I mean, we get in the woods a lot, stay in the woods a lot. So as the seasons come up, we'll probably start moving the podcast every week.
Yeah.
Or just really kind of whatever we feel like. We're not on a time schedule. So every week, every 2 weeks, if we have something fun happen, we'll probably do some more truck talks and just go ahead and record them while we're there.
Oh, yeah.
Really kind of the goal for this season, though, is to get more videos, you know, between the phones and the mics and all this other kind of stuff, really just kind of capturing a little more of the hunts on video and putting those together on Instagram or YouTube and let Joe kind of run the show on those. So what else you got?
Nothing.
You feel pretty good about it?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Wait, my tip.
Oh, yeah. We left the tip out last week. So give us Joe's hot tip of the week.
So this is an emergency tip, but it's very useful. Try to make sure that you always have a good wind, because like if you don't have a good wind, you could get busted.
That is hunting 101 tip from Joe. Right there. Hunt the wind. You know, that is I'll give you my tip. I have a tip today.
What?
It reminds me of hunting the wind. It's actually, I think, one of Fred Bear's rules of hunting, and it helped me when I was learning how to hunt. Hunt where the deer are, not where you want them to be. And that made a lot of sense to me back in the day when I was learning how to hunt, because I'd go walking through the woods and be like, man, or turkeys or whatever, and be like, this looks like great deer. I could see a deer here. I could see a turkey here. And you look around, you see no sign, no tracks, no leaves eaten, none of that stuff. But you'd like hunt there because you'd like, this deer's going to be here. And then I've been in places where I'm like, there is not going to be any deer here.
And then, there's deer.
No, and then you look and you got tracks and you got, some poop on the ground and you got, you can see where they've been eating the vegetation kind of head high. And you're like, I would have never picked there being a deer here. And then you jump in the tree and lo and behold, a deer walks by. So my tip is hunt where the deer are, not where you want them to be. That helped me a lot. So anything else?
No, this is an emergency joke.
Oh, we're a lot of emergencies today. Didn't know that's where we're at.
So
it better be good.
What is a boxing glove's favorite candy?
What?
A sucker punch.
That's not bad. Did you make that up?
Yeah.
That's not bad, but I don't know what a sucker punch is. Is that actually a form of candy?
No, it's a sucker and a sucker punch, like when you punch someone.
Okay. I mean, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10. That's not bad. I'm gonna start giving you a joke review every time.
All right.
4.5 out of 10. 4.5. I tell you what, I'll give it a 5 because you made it up on the fly. So, all right, tell them what they need to do.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and please think about leaving us a review because we got one yet?
No, I think check out the YouTube channel because actually I put a little video up when I was in my saddle, just kind of showing everybody how I set my saddle up. Because actually, I've answered so many questions about saddle hunting this year, which is great. I love it.
On the YouTube channel?
No, just with friends and people I know getting into saddle hunting. Because it's a little intimidating the first time you do it, but after you do it once, it's not bad. But knowing exactly where everything goes, so check out the YouTube channel. We got that up. Joe's got his MKC chopper review up. He's got his KSG review up, which is a shotgun, and then he's got
the best shotgun.
Yeah, and then he's got video of us just kind of going out and setting some stands and stuff. So check that out, and we'll be back soon.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah, give or take. So
thank you for listening. Catch you next time.